Here I'm just cooking the sausage, the smoked sausage, in a cast iron skillet, my favorite. And I already cut up the chicken and seasoned it, and I'll show you the seasonings I used, which is mostly garlic powder, onion powder, pepper, and Tony's Cajun seasoning. And this is almost where I want it to be, but I like to cook my meat separately, just so I know they're both done to my liking. And then I'll just cook the chicken and spread that around a little bit. Add more olive oil because, you know, cast iron skillets, a lot of particles get stuck at the bottom. But I also still like to keep the flavor. And then I put them together and mix them all around to mix the flavors together so it's uniform, whatever that means. It's a super easy and super quick meal to make. A go-to for sure. And now I'm about to start the cheese sauce. So I just put butter in the bottom of the pan since this is like the only pot that I have. But so it won't stick because these stainless steel pots, every freaking thing sticks to the bottom. And then I'm going to add Alfredo sauce, which is just basically a basic Walmart Alfredo sauce, nothing special, but I'll add my own seasonings and an additional cheese in a few, just to give it a bit more taste, authenticity. And then I'll give that a good stir. And it actually worked. I wasn't sure if that butter thing was gonna work to not have cheese stuck to the pan, and it actually did. And here I'm just gonna add an Italian blend cheese. This is a 2-cup bag. I pretty much use a half bag, so I would say a cup. And then once I get that stirred pretty well, I'll go ahead and add more of the Tony's Cajun seasoning just to give it some more flavor. So it's kind of like a Cajun Alfredo situation happening. And this is my absolute favorite seasoning. I literally put it on everything. And I, of course, don't measure anything. Real cooks don't measure. And then I'm gonna put in some garlic powder. Well, what else am I gonna put in here? No black folks season our food. Give it a good stir. And now I'll just microwave some broccoli cuts for a few minutes, basically till it's almost done, but not completely because it'll cook the rest of the way inside. And I also wanted a little bit of the water from the broccoli to be in there to unstiffen up that thick sauce. And I'll just toss in the chicken and the smoked sausage and then give that a stir. Look at that cheese. Look at that cheese. Nom nom. And then I'll add the broccoli. Stir that all around and boom, you got a quick, easy Cajun Alfredo with shrimp. Not shrimp, with chicken, but I do make it with shrimp sometimes. All right, steak is pretty basic, so I'm gonna show you how I do my stir fry cabbage. So I use some olive oil, of course, and then in there I add some minced garlic. And I don't know how to mince garlic, or I can, but I'm too lazy, so I buy it out the store, out the refrigerated section. And then I'll add up some chopped onions. I absolutely love onions. It flavors everything. And I'll cook that in together a bit till the onions soften up and the garlic cooks a bit before I start adding the cabbage. So give it a stir, give it a stir. And then I'm gonna add my seasonings. Again, my favorite, Tony's. And then my Flavor God seasoning, and the spicy one. Everything spicy is what it's called. Give that a bit of a stir. And now, once it's finished, I'll add the cabbage. And I chop my cabbage up pretty fine, in my opinion, just because I normally don't chop it up this much, but I wanted them to be a little bit thinner. And I'm gonna just toss all of that inside. And then I'm gonna add some low sodium soy sauce to it, just so it can put some kind of water inside. Not water, but you know, it's some juice, some flavored juice. I always add soy sauce to my sauteed cabbage. So once it cooked down, it cooks, that soy sauce gets into that cabbage and it's so flavorful. But I just put that in there. I don't even stir it or anything. I just basically put that in there, cover the pot, and let it cook down. And then here, I'll just simply cook some steaks. And I just season those the same seasoning I use in everything. And let those cook. And this I actually season, put them in the pan and season on the top. Then we're going to go back and check. Our cabbage just cooking down and looking so lovely. And at this point, it's pretty much where I like my vegetables, you know, just done, not mushy. So at this point, it's pretty good. And I'll cut the stove off and that's it for the cabbage. Pretty quick. And the steaks are pretty much done at this point. And that is all, guys. Yum, yum. Try it, comment, let me know. And listen, let's get into ketosis.